Hi, I'm Tony.
And I'm Becky.
We are small group leaders at Grace Point Church. As we continue our devotionals on the names of God, we enjoy learning more about the name El Rahim, which in Hebrew is translated to the compassionate God and is used in Exodus chapter 34, verse 6. Rahim is usually translated to compassionate or merciful. However, in Hebrew, it is also related to a small root word that translates to womb, which gives us a picture of an affectionate and care an expectant mother has for the new life growing inside of her.
These three words, compassionate, merciful, and womb, give us a more complete understanding of our God. He's a God of care and kindness. He remembers. He's empathetic and tender. He hurts when those he loves are hurting. God doesn't just feel badly for those in trouble. He's protective. God's compassion can affect our lives in two distinct ways. It should give us confidence in his promises, and it should fill us with compassion for others. God's power can often be more clearly seen through acts of mercy, kindness, and love. We are best able to show compassion when we have first been on the receiving end of divine compassion.
When we were faced with the decision to adopt our then foster daughters, we were overwhelmed with the future we would be facing. Our considerations included knowing the hardships and challenges that not only we would face, but also what we'd be putting our then 5 and 7-year-old daughters through for the rest of their life. We were worried about how we as a family would cope adding 2 children with very special needs into our forever family and hearts. At the time, our foster daughters were 3 years old and largely nonverbal, aggressive, almost 50% delayed in their social, emotional, and language skills. And we had no way of knowing how much they would be able to understand and progress. We were caught up in the very practical effects that adoption would have on our family.
Then, in a very real way, God spoke to us of his compassion and the compassion he was asking of us. He spoke to us through our 5 and 7-year-old daughters, Samantha and Elizabeth. While we were worried about how hard this decision would be on them, knowing they were being physically and emotionally attacked by these 2 hurt little girls, Samantha and Elizabeth had concern and compassion on their hearts. Samantha said to us, "We are their family. You are the mom they know, and Dad is the only dad they have ever known. They've already been abandoned once. We can't do that to them. They already love us, and we have to love them too." And Elizabeth said, "If we don't, who will?"
We knew that in that moment that God was asking us to prioritize compassion over every practical concern and rationalization we had. God cares more about our character than our comfort, and through these circumstances has grown our compassion. He has shown us compassion and asked the same of us. In Matthew 25:40, when Jesus taught the parable of the sheep and goats, he said, "The king will reply, 'Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me.'"